Attacking football.
Attacking football.
Attacking football.
Are we all ready to make some really ill-conceived bets about what's going to happen this season that we'll probably not follow through on?
Well, all I'm saying is you didn't follow through on last year's one, did you?
But this is the podcast. This is where we would do it. And our bet was we would do whatever the top comment said on the last video. And I believe the top comment was the loser had to publish a video on YouTube or TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok, yeah.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, I'll do that. That's not a problem.
Looking forward to it.
But it's not as bad as Dylan having to have a Harry Maguire tattoo on his ass.
But we didn't get it, thankfully.
Yeah.
It was a draw. It was a draw.
No, you did two
Weirdly
bets.
enough.
There were two.
The
Harry Maguire bet was a different one.
Listen, if you didn't see last year's predictions and you want to know how we got on, spoiler alert, it was terribly. Go and have a look. It'll be in the link underneath.
Speak for yourself. You all said Forest would get relegated. I didn't.
Forest, what a season they had last season, by the way.
Yeah, very good season. Very good campaign.
I don't see them repeating it this season, but we'll get into that. Okay, as usual, we're going to do our top six. We're going to do our bottom six. We are going to do player of the season. We're going to do top scorer, signing of the season, flop of the season, surprise package, and our most unhinged prediction. Boys, are we ready to get into it?
Yep.
Okay, let's start with the good stuff. We're going to go with top six. Paddy?
I was hoping you wouldn't come to me first. So, shall I start at sixth or shall I start at first?
Start at sixth. Let's work from the bottom up.
Sixth shall be Man United. This is very dependent on if we sign Baleba or not. I think the signings have been good. We signed players like Cunha and Buemo, who are definitely going to make us score more goals. I think at the end of the season, obviously performed badly because of the fact we were focusing on the Europa League.
Yeah,
I just can't see it being as bad as this, but it's going to be a tough start of the season. But I think overall, with the signings we've made, should finish higher. In fifth place, I am going to have. Now, this was the one, like I said, I think anywhere from first to eight could be like from basically my top four, fifth to eight could be anything.
Yeah,
I think Spurs will finish in fifth. They'll be more solid under Thomas Frank. I think defensively, that was the main issue last season. Their front line, they've got so much talent there. Kudus is a massive signing. I think they're going to perform a lot better than last season. I think they've got a really good squad, really good defense. And yeah, I just think with a more solid backline, they'll perform a lot better. I think losing somebody like Madison this early is a big loss, but
they're about to sign Eze, though.
Exactly. So I think he's more solid defensively.
Yeah.
Then I think the top four sort of speaks for itself. Chelsea will finish in fourth place. I think they're definitely going to improve. The Club World Cup will impact them. How far they went, the preseason, maybe not being as thorough as somebody like Man United, where they've had more games, or like a Brighton, where they've had more games. It's definitely going to impact them. So I think they'll finish in fourth. They're definitely going to improve. Still the same issue. I still think Sanchez isn't going to win them a title, but they're going to be up there. In third place, I'm going to have Man City. I think the Club World Cup again is going to impact them. They've made some good signings, but they've made a lot of signings. It's going to be a transition year for them. Rodri's out for a month, same issues again. And whilst I think Ryan Aïnouri is a massive signing for them, I still think they're going to have issues. Foden was terrible last season. I just don't see them doing any better. I think the top two are the top two. And for Liverpool, I think they're going to finish in second. My reason for Liverpool finishing in second is it's a massive change from their fullbacks to last season. They've gone from two fullbacks who are great with the ball, passing it forward in Robertson and Trent, to having two really good progressive fullbacks. It's a massive change in their system. Both of the new fullbacks are going to attack a lot more. It's going to leave more gaps at the back. I think if you look at the Community Shield, they've got issues at centre back. I think they've signed that new lad at centre back who looks immense, but he's a prospect. I still think that Konate and Van Dijk are going to be the two centre backs who will start the season. As well as that, they've they've got depth obviously in goal now. I think the new signing, Mamavar Digital. I don't even know how to say his name. It's a tongue twister.
The Georgian
But
fella.
I think, yeah, the Georgian fella. I think he's an absolute gem. I think he'll replace Allison easily long term. But yeah, I think second place will be where they'll finish. I think it's not. I don't think they'll be too far off. And then in first place, Arsenal. I just think if you look at who they've signed, Mendy and Gyökeres, the two players who are going to get them goals. Well, one player is going to get them goals. They've needed a striker for years. Mendy is going to create that sixth position. Who's going to be his own. He's going to let Odegaard and obviously Declan Rice do a lot more going forward. Declan Rice, probably one of the best players in the league. I think this is their year, unfortunately.
I'm staggered by that. I never thought that you would pick Arsenal to win the league, but I think you've picked them based on the same reasons that I think they're going to do well. I think that they've addressed the two biggest problems in their team, and it's been the two biggest problems in their team for consecutive seasons now. So yeah, fair enough.
You could say left wing's an issue as well, and they signed Madueke, but I don't think he's any better than Martinelli. But
well, I think time will tell on that. I think he's young, isn't he? And he's got a lot of time to improve.
Is he any older than Martinelli?
No, surely Martinelli's not that much older.
23.
I'd say Martinelli's like a year older.
Right.
Yeah. Martinelli is competition now anyway.
While we're discussing our predictions, it should probably let you know that we have our Alfie.2 in the studio. We've got Chris sitting there. So Chris, can you find out who is older, Martinelli or Madueke?
Martinelli is a year older.
Is he? A year older?
No, a year older, yeah.
Okay, fine. Chris, stand down. Scott, let's go to you.
Yeah, so in sixth place I have Spurs. Actually, before yesterday's game, I didn't even have Spurs in my top six, but I thought they played very well across that game against PSG, so that literally changed my mind just that game alone. I think Thomas Frank being able to switch from it was something I forgot that he does. Whenever it's a tough opposition, he goes 3 back. Whenever he thinks he's going to dominate, he goes 4 back. Probably be a useful tool across the season. In fifth place, I actually have Aston Villa. I just see they've only signed Gusan, but I think that's a very good signing. But they also haven't lost anyone either.
They've lost Jacob Ramsey.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if he didn't really play that much for them. I don't think he was more off the bench option.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think Gusan's a very good signing, and I'm not sure if they're going to buy anyone else, but I think their squad is in a good place anyways. In fourth place, I have Arsenal. I'm just not very big on Gyökeres. I've been done over by a man who dominated the Portuguese league before. I know very much how them strikers transition to the Premier League. I read something like he only scored twice against the top 6 in the Portuguese league. He scored like 19 penalties or some shit like that. I'm just not convinced by Gyökeres, I won't lie. And then in third I have Chelsea. I think they've made some very good signs. I think João Pedro is going to be one of the best signings this season, personally. I think he kind of fit like a glove throughout that Club World Cup. He kind of slotted in like instantly. And then you've got obviously like Liam Delap off the bench and stuff like that. Second place I have Manchester City. I mean, I'm not too big on City. I don't know if I like the Turkey signing.
Yeah, I'm worried about that as well, actually.
I mean, they kind of have Marmoush, Foden and Turkey who all like to play in that central position behind the striker.
Silva.
Well, Marmoush likes to play striker, but he's not likely going to replace Haaland.
He plays on the left wing, man.
But
and the right wing.
He's more of a second striker.
Area, yeah.
No, I disagree. He's better off wide.
And left 10.
Perhaps, yeah. But I don't think City's defense is that great, so I don't think I think they've got a good enough players so where they'll be in and around the top 3, but I don't think they'll be able to push on to first. And then obviously I have Liverpool top. I just think we've just signed the signings we made this summer. I think it's the first time in about ever. I'm going to say we have had a 10 out of 10 window so far. I think we've addressed areas that were issues. I know Paddy said that changing our fullbacks, but Robertson was an issue last season.
I've been saying Conor Bradley there, right?
No, but at left back, I mean, like Robertson has been an issue for the past 2-3 seasons. I mean, he's
Kirkes
just
is a massive upgrade. Let's be
yeah.
honest.
He Robertson just hasn't been at it at all. I think the signing of Leone it's come at a great time, and even now Fabrizio is still saying a deal for Mark Guy. He is still on. So if we
I think
get
that
Guy,
happens
he is
next year, though.
but if he's saying it's still on and it happens this summer, then unbelievable as
Yeah.
well. Obviously, Isak coming in potentially as well. And even Ekatike, some of them link ups that even after just 2 games, them link ups he was putting in that Community Shield final, it was
How'd you get
unbelievable.
on in that final?
I mean, we lost on penalties. We know
Oh.
only one team has ever won the Community Shield in the past 10 years, and then went on to win the Premier League. So tactical
And we
loss
don't
to
talk
break the
about
curse.
we don't talk about penalty losses, okay?
Yeah, that's my top 6.
Do you know what? It's the thing is this year. I think the top 6 is probably nailed on for everybody. It's going to be roughly the same.
Me and Scott just disagree.
different order.
I don't have Manchester
No,
United in top 6.
I said roughly. I mean, you've interchanged Aston Villa and Manchester United. I think that the top 8, I think, is probably going to be the top 8, and it's just going to be interchangeable.
Yeah. I think the top 8 is top 8.
Yeah,
Maybe Brighton might sneak in, but
maybe. Yeah. Right, Dill.
oh, Dill. Oh, Dill.
It's gone terribly.
Oh, Dill.
He's whipped out the Peter Crouch.
Yeah.
Yours, LA, you just do yours.
Yeah, I'll do mine. We'll Dylan, we'll come back to you, mate. We'll come back to you. Okay. I've gone Spurs in 6th. I just think they've recruited really well. I think with Thomas Frank in charge and the system. Do you know what I noticed against PSG? Just how further back their defensive line was.
The absolute opposite of what Ange would do.
Completely the opposite. I just think it's going to make them so much more secure. They've got Van der Ven back there, whose pace got them out of trouble quite a lot, but not enough.
Yeah, Romero as well as the new captain as well.
Yeah, losing Son. I mean, his legs were probably.
He's been done for a year.
Yeah, so I don't think it's going to have that big of an impact. And do you know what? I really like João Paulinho. I wish we'd done that deal at United. I really like that deal. I think it's smart.
It is smart, but imagine him and Ugarte playing in field together. It would be terror.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
it would be terror. It would be terrorism football. That would be the Twin Towers of football. Let's be honest.
United fan wouldn't have any fingers anymore.
No,
where are the forward passes?
Where it's a progressive football.
I wouldn't have played them together. It would have been either or.
I would have, just to annoy people.
Well, yeah, you are just that guy, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know who you should sign? You should sign Chief from Coventry.
You know what? A midfield 3 of Ndidi, Paulinho, and Ugarte. Oh, heaven.
Right.
He's a centre back, mate.
Ndidi.
No, heaven.
Aiden heaven.
Sorry.
Right. I've gone United 5th. And I think I've got them probably the highest of the 4 of us.
Yeah.
I predicted us to win the league last year, though, so I've significantly lowered my expectations.
Ever so slightly.
He's finally taken his medication. Nice to see.
Yeah. Do you know what? I actually have my medication is literally here. There you go. Medication. There you go. No, I really like the way that we set up in preseason. I think the intensity's back. I genuinely believe that Ruben Amorim is a very, very good coach. I just don't think he was playing for wins last season. I think he was playing for. I think it was training. I think he played 15 Premier League games of trying to coach the system into the players, rightly or wrongly. I just don't think he was taking it that seriously.
I don't even think it was coaching, to be honest. I think it was more after a certain point, it was playing to win the Europa League final.
Yeah. I think there was also an element of here's enough rope, go and hang yourself, and we'll see who's going to be here next season.
Oh, yeah, and the only person who looked like he hung himself was Ruben.
Yeah, well, yeah, that is true. Yeah. But he had a free hit from the board, didn't he? Yeah. I think that's what it was. I've gone Chelsea 4th. Again, they've just made some really smart signings. I don't think there's too much to say on Chelsea. We all know what they're about. I've gone Liverpool 3rd, which is going to annoy Scott, but for roughly the same reason as Paddy. I think they've changed too much from a title-winning side, and I got pelters for this on Twitter for saying that. I think title-winning sides generally tend to make tweaks here and there, and I think they've changed both fullbacks. They've both changed both wide forwards. They've gone from not wide forwards. They've changed a wide forward and a striker. I just think it's too much. I don't think you change a title win inside that much. I think you supplement it, but you don't change it. And I think they've gone too big.
I think the thing is with my personal opinion with Liverpool is just even from watching them play against Palace, Frimpong quality. The issue is how much does his attacking play take away from Salah's impact on the team?
Yeah.
That's my one thing, and Salah's probably the best player in the league. So if it impacts him negatively, then yeah.
I think we're going to find out what kind of manager Arne Slot is this season, because every Liverpool fan in the country was screaming. He came in and won the league without making any signings. Well, that wasn't his side; it was Klopp's side. Now you could definitively say that this is his team. Let's see how he does.
See, I don't think we've made that many changes. I think realistically, Frimpong is kind of Frimpong and Wirtz are the only two shifts, because I think Ekitike is just like, we tried to get Darwin Núñez to do what Ekitike is doing, and even then we wanted that sort of centre forward, and Luis Diaz played there throughout the season. So I think
Kirkes is a massive change from Robertson.
Yeah,
I don't think so. Kirkes just seems
I think you're thinking about Robertson from like 5 years ago. Robertson last year wasn't that player who bombed forward.
Yeah,
the two fullbacks last season were more, they kicked the ball forward.
But even then, against that game against Palace, Kirkes wasn't going forward if Frimpong was high up on the wing.
Yeah, it's a rotation thing.
Yeah.
It's sort of like back in the day under Klopp, where one of them would go, one of them sit, and it was always just that rotational thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought Liverpool would change more to a three at the back this season, but it doesn't really seem like it.
and let's not forget Van Dijk's another year older. Konate's another year older.
The issue with Konate, I don't think is his age; it's that he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, he wants to be at Real, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Which means I've also gone for Everton.
Everton?
I've gone for,
New stadium, trophies coming in, boys.
Yeah. Lads, we saw that stadium when we were in Liverpool.
Well, you saw a bit of it.
Shit.
Yeah.
You couldn't get through any of the gates. Yeah. No, I've gone for Arsenal as champions as well as Paddy. I just think they've been so close for the last 2 seasons, and they've missed out just on having a goal scorer. They've tried to get along with having Gabriel Jesus up front and having Havertz up front, and they're just not strikers. They're just not strikers. And I think Zubimendi is going to revolutionise the way that their midfield works, with Ødegaard and Rice having that freedom and him just sitting there and dictating play. I think it's going to change the way that they that they play football, and I think they'll probably kick on and win the league now.
They could have another season like, do you remember Chelsea when Czech had like 24 clean sheets?
Yeah.
Another season like that, they could be so good defensively.
Yeah. I think they're probably the best defensive side in the league now.
Yeah. I don't think that's even close.
Yeah. Right, Dill, are your technical gremlins dealt with?
We don't know, but we'll walk through it either way.
It sounds good now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We'll walk through it either way.
Just do it really quick, Dill.
I will. 6th, I have United. Depending on Baleba, I'd go 5th, but if we don't sign Baleba, I'd go 6th just. I think we signed very well. 2 Premier League proven wingers who can score goals. I think 35 goals between them last season. Sesko adds another dynamic, a lot better in the air than Højlund, quicker than Højlund, stronger than Højlund. Will take to the Premier League a bit easier than Højlund did. Worry about the midfield if we don't sign Baleba. Don't think any of the partnerships match each other. Would prefer he went to a 4-3-3 because it suits everyone better, but he won't. So time will tell on that. Spurs 5th. I think they're a much better side with Frank. He would have been the manager I actually wanted as opposed to Ruben. But I think he sets them up very well. Tactically, one of the best managers in the league. And Spurs already had a very good side and they've recruited extremely well with Kudus. Would have had them probably higher if they signed Gibbs White, but could change if they get Eze. 4th, I have City. I think Reinders is a very good signing, but I think Rodri is going to have a lot of injury issues throughout the season. I don't think that centre back partnership has been good for the last 2 years, even when they won the league.
Vardiol will be playing centre back this season though.
Yeah, well, he will, and I rate Guardiola, but I don't rate Diaz, nor do I rate Akanji very highly.
You have to rate Diaz. Ruben Diaz.
I rate Diaz massively.
I rate Diaz as a good player. I don't rate him as one of the best centre backs in the league or close.
I think there's been a big drop off from that season where he won Player of the Year. Like he's declined heavily. He hasn't even got. I don't think he's even had a big injury, and he's just declined.
But I think that's a team decline. That's not an individual decline. I think the team struggled last year.
I thought he was one of the best centre backs in the world in that season. I haven't thought that anywhere close ever since. I think he's still a very good player, and look, I take him at United without a shadow of a doubt.
He's top 5 centre backs in the league.
Yeah, comfortably.
Possibly, but like I just don't rate either of the partnerships they have defensively, and I haven't rated City as a defensive entity in a couple of seasons. Right back as well, I like Rico Lewis, but I think.
Do you not think that City have been poor because of their midfield?
I think it was a collective thing. I don't think it was just because Rodri.
I think it's Rodri, Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne playing in midfield. That is such
no legs.
There's no legs there, and it's making the defense look a lot worse. If you look at United, I think Diaz with a better midfield in front of him this season, it's going to look a lot better.
He will look a lot better. I still don't think it's enough to push City above the teams I have in the top 3 personally.
Fair enough. It's one place between us.
Yeah, exactly. I'd have Chelsea 3rd. I think they've recruited very well. I don't think they need Garnacho, but because they're going to sign Garnacho, they've Gittins, they've some of the best attacking depth in the league. I do worry about them defensively, but they have signed Hato, who's an extremely highly rated defender. Colwell done his ACL, so it's good timing that they've signed Hato, so he'll slot in left centre back. They have the likes of Towson and Chalobah, who are decent defenders. They're not world class or anything close, but I think overall,
we don't talk about Towson on this podcast.
they want another central defender though, don't they? Because they don't think having 9 in the squad is enough.
Yeah, they probably will get one. I think I worry about their goalkeeper. I think they probably should go for Donnarumma, all guns blazing, because I think their goalkeepers will cost them throughout the season. But I think overall, they have one of the best players in the league in Palmer, arguably top 3 players in the entire league. If he's on form this season, there's no doubt Chelsea finishing in the top 3. Second, I have Arsenal. I think good signings with Gyökeres. I do think Gyökeres signed for the wrong club. But I think he'll get a lot of goals from this season. I think he suits a transition-based football team more. I think probably Sesko, in terms of Arsenal, would have rather Sesko ended up with them, because I think he suits their play style a lot more. Gyökeres, I don't think will suit them as well as Arsenal fans will hope. He'll still be very good, and he's suited to English football, so he will take to it well. Zubamendi's a great signing, and the midfield trio they have is very good, but I just think the way Liverpool have recruited will be too strong for any team in the league. I get the points about Frimpong and Kirkes bombing on and leaving a lot of space, but I think what a lot of people are forgetting about the Liverpool team against Palace was there was no Gravenberch in the team to cover them spaces, and none of the players in the Liverpool team, now this is providing Gravenberch could get things to go tits up, but none of the players in that Liverpool midfield can cover the spaces that Gravenberch can when them 2 players bomb forward, like McAllister, Jones, and Szoboszlai. None of them can cover it the way Gravenberch was, and I think
even Endo.
Even Endo. I think Gravenberch is going to be a huge part of Slot's system this season with them 2 bombing on. I think even if they are poor defensively, especially if they sign Isak, there's going to be too many goals per game within that team to lose many games.
You think they're going full on Real Madrid circa 2005?
Yeah, there's too many goals.
SAS.
Yeah,
there's too many goals from different departments, and if they sign Isak as well, depends where Ekitike can definitely play off the left. Isak can play off the left. There's too many attacking options. Too many problems for other teams to solve in an attacking aspect to keep them out consistently. And they have the winning mentality from last season that Arsenal don't have as a team, and they had the winning mentality from a couple of years ago that Klopp built. So I can't really see past them for the title whatsoever.
Okay, so apart from, I think Scott's got Aston Villa. The rest of us have all got the same top 6 in roughly the same order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or
mostly.
thereabouts.
But Scott is the only one who's not a United fan, so he's the only one who's not biased
Fair.
here. You
Fair.
know.
Yeah.
But I am a
Yeah.
Liverpool fan, so you could say I am biased.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same way. Yeah, actually, yeah.
I mean, none of us have got United top 4.
No, that's too big of a bridge to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering last season, yeah, absolutely.
Chelsea did
Yes.
it.
They did. They
Chelsea
signed
did it.
more players than us.
Yeah.
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 I think the thing is something we all haven't considered is that Spurs have Champions League football next season and we
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah,
And
that
yet
is
we
it.
still have Spurs higher, but I think personally, I think Spurs had a better side than us last year.
Oh, yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
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 One game a
I
week
just
is
think they had a
huge.
worse manager.
Yeah. I like Ange. I just think he wasn't pragmatic enough for the Premier League.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a lovely guy. He's just too stubborn.
And I
I
think
think-
his play style ruined a few
Suits.
hamstrings in that team.
Yeah.
I also think if you're a manager like Ange, you have to be managing the best side in the league.
Yeah.
So that just doesn't work.
The best over, yeah. And he did at Celtic and the
Yeah.
Japanese sides he
Yeah.
managed. So
Okay. Let's move into the bottom 6 then. We've got 3 promoted sides who are, let's face it, on for a hiding this season. I think the last 2 seasons the promoted sides have all gone back down.
Yep.
Do we think the
Yeah.
same's happening again, gents?
Yep.
Yeah.
Still
yeah,
gone.
I think
Okay,
that's right.
we'll come back to you.
Yeah, I'm here. Should be up.
Oh, no,
You're not.
right. Your camera's frozen, but your audio's still there. Scott,
I'm
we're gonna
alive, I'm alive.
we're gonna start with you, Scott. This time we're gonna start with your bottom 6 from the bottom up.
Yeah. So at the bottom I have Burnley. I think they were great defensively in the Championship last year. I don't know, like 16 goals in like 44 games or some stupid shit like that. Like, in my opinion, that's more impressive than what Chelsea did in the Premier League. Like, just over that many games in one of the toughest leagues in the world. But I think most of their games are going to end like 1-0 or 2-0.
And they've also lost Trafford.
Yeah, they've lost Trafford, and
They brought in Kyle Walker, who was a liability.
yeah, I just don't see them scoring that many goals. In 19th, I have Leeds. I just think when Leeds came up, they were trying to replace their manager for like 2 weeks, and then they decided, no, let's keep him, and that's just never a good sign. And Daniel Farke doesn't have a good record after coming up promoted with teams.
No.
I have Sunderland in 18th. I think out of the 3 promoted teams, they've recruited the best. I think they've signed 11 players. They've got a whole new team.
130 million spent.
Yeah, 130 million. I think Xhaka's a good signing in midfield. They've just named him captain as well, so nice bit of experience in there. But yeah, I just don't know if they have enough quality to stay up. In 17th, I have Brentford because I'm just not convinced about Keith Andrews. I know people say Brentford are usually very shrewd in the market when it comes to players and comes to coaching recruitments, but I just don't see what's there with Andrews. There's no blueprint to look off. There's no tactical setup that they can analyse and see how it would work.
He was their assistant manager last season, right?
No, he's a set-piece coach.
Set-piece coach,
right,
yeah.
So I think there's a big difference between being the set-piece coach and then being the main man. Yeah, so Brentford, they've lost Mbuemo. They're probably going to lose Wissa. They've lost their captain Norgard as well, which that's also a big loss. I do think, though, bringing Jordan Henderson in as a Norgard replacement I think that is a good signing. I think he gives that experience.
He's very good with human rights as well. You know, he really stands for them.
Wow.
I think Keller is also a good signing, but I'm not sure about their defense. I think they've got one of the. I think I was looking the other day. They've got one of the worst defenses over the first 6 games or something like that. So even if Keller is a good shot stopper, they're probably still concede way too many chances.
One of the best centre backs in the league, though.
Yeah.
Nathan Collins.
You know it.
Hello.
Centre backs.
And then 16th, I have Wolves. They've lost Cunha. They've lost Aït-Nouri. I think they're signing John Arias. I think he's a wait and see, but just on the face of it, he could be a good signing. They've replaced Aït-Nouri with Muller-Wolf at left back. I really don't know too much about him. And
No.
apparently, even Hugo Bueno, who just came back from loan, may even be their left back this season. So, yeah, I think they just lost way too many key players in that team.
I've got the list of who they've lost, right, from their starting 11 last season. Cunha, Aitnuri, Guedes, Semedo, Pablo Sarabia. That's a lot of players to lose from your starting 11.
Yeah, there's only 2 there who are in the starting 11, though, let's be honest.
Well,
the rest of those don't start, let's be honest. It's only the 2.
Yeah, and then above them I have West Ham. I don't think their recruitment has been that great either. I mean, they're begging for a striker and they decided to sign retirement Callum Wilson instead. Not quite sure why they've done that. I think Kyle Walker-Peters is a decent signing. I don't know much about your man Diouf who they've bought.
He's very good.
Yeah, apparently I've looked at FPL teams. Apparently everyone has Diouf, so he must be decent.
He's very good, very good.
Yeah, but I think their recruitment has left a lot to be desired.
They signed Hermanson as well, who's a massive improvement in goal.
yeah.
He's so good at Leicester last season. He's probably the only good player, apart from obviously the young lad in midfield who they signed is going to be sold again. Who they signed from Bruges, whose name escapes me. Elkanous.
So that's my bottom 6.
I don't think there's too much wrong with that. Hello. So we've had to make a substitution. We've had an injury, ACL. Terrible thing. It happens. He's with the paramedics, and we've brought on Chris. Chris, welcome to the show. Attacking substitution. You're going straight up front. Let's get your top 6 in quick.
Right. Top 6. 6th, United. They've improved. 5th, Villa. Haven't lost anybody. Haven't gained anybody yet. 4th, Arsenal.
Ooh.
They're Arsenal.
Bring Dylan back.
3rd, Chelsea. 2nd, City. 1st, Liverpool.
Yeah,
nothing too crazy. You just hate Spurs. We get it.
I had Spurs over United.
It's marginal, really. Anybody.
Yeah,
I think top 4 is top 4. Then 5th to 8 is 5th to 8.
Yeah. Agreed. Okay, Paddy, you were midway through your bottom 6. Do you want to pick up where you left off?
No, we'll just start over and we'll cut what we already did because we had a horrific injury that we just had to get over, and we're not talking about it because Dylan is dead to us.
We were all linked arms around his flailing body on the ground.
Oh, well, that's a bit dodgy to make a joke about. Anyway, let's quickly move away from that joke. I just moving back to what Scott said, I agree with a large part of his bottom 6. I think Burnley, there's a big drop off with them losing Trafford. Dubravka's a lot worse. I think they haven't made enough signings to improve them. I think they'll go straight back down. Leeds as well. I think they still need improvements in attack. They still have Daniel Farke, who is not going to keep them up. I think he'll be sacked halfway through the season. They'll bring in somebody who won't change anything.
The return of Allardyce.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Wouldn't mind it. I think 18th to Sunderland, they spent well. They've brought in a lot of experience, but with a lot of experience, they've brought in a lot of players who don't know how to combine. There's probably going to be a lack of team cohesion. It's a lot of new names. It sort of reminds me about when QPR went up a few years ago. They spent shit tons of money on players, didn't combine. They went straight down, lots of egos. Somebody like Granit Xhaka, he's a quality player, but he's got head loss in him. And same could happen next season. Starting not playing well, he just starts clapping the fans off when they start booing him. I think they signed good players, but same again. 17th, I've got Wolves. I think losing Cunha and Ryan Aitnuri, the 2 best players on the side, massive. I think Vitor Pereira is a quality coach, but they haven't replaced well. I think Strand Larson, good signing on permanent after a good loan spell. But again, I think they just don't have the players in there to stay up like that. I think they could be in trouble. Obviously had a great second half of the season, but again, issues. Brentford as well, losing their 2 best players. Wissa obviously hasn't gone yet, but it's looking likely that he will. And Wemo, one of the best players in the league. Losing those 2 is 30 goals a season. How do you replace that? You just don't. And then as well, I rated the goalkeeper who they sold, Kelleher, don't rate too highly. I think they'll be in trouble. New manager, unproven. Keith Andrews, I like as a person, like as an Ireland international. I think he says everything right, but saying everything right doesn't always translate well as a coach. You've got a lot of people that talk a good game, cough, cough, Ruben Amorim, but hasn't proved it in the Premier League yet. Then in 15th, I have Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth have lost every single defender they have. I think losing Hoyson as a Barney, Kirkes. They also lost
Kepa as well.
the goalkeeper Kepa as well. 4 out of their starting back 5 is massive. Really difficult to replace that. I think they're going to struggle as well. They're selling Dango, which is just happened today. I think Dango's a really good talent. I think offensively they got a really good team. And I think last year they really were so good offensively that it made their defense look better. And losing players of that caliber in defense, like Hoyson to Madrid, Zabarni to PSG, Kepa to Arsenal, Kirkes to Liverpool. Maybe if you didn't rate them that highly, you should probably rate them higher if they're going to teams of that caliber. I think if they're going to sides like that, it really shows how good they are defensively. And they're massive losses. You don't replace players who go to Madrid, Liverpool, PSG, Arsenal that easily. And I think they'll struggle next season massively.
I think they have signed quite well though. Like I think Petrovic is a
great.
He's either an upgrade or a sideways step to Kepa.
No, I don't think so.
I think your man Trufford, the left back, he's not as good.
Yeah.
He's not as good as Kirkes, but I think he'll slide nicely. The fella Diakite they've just signed at centre back. I've seen good things about him. I think they are still a centre back short. Obviously, we're losing both Hoyson and
they've Chris Metham, but as in he was on loan at Sunderland and then
it'll be Senesi and Diakite at centre back probably.
Yeah, all I'm saying is the players they've signed are obviously talented players, but there's a difference between being talented and being proven in the Premier League. And these are players that top sides in the world have signed. And there's a reason these players that they've signed have gone to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a massive drop off. I wouldn't be surprised to see them battling relegation next season.
Okay, Chris?
This is a shock to nobody at 20th. They've got Leeds. They're a massive club, but I don't think that's going to be enough. 19th, I've got 20th, I've got Burnley. Sorry, no, they're going straight back down. They'll beat the Southampton in the league. There'll be shouts for a derby season. Will the points be broken? You don't sign Armando Broja as your number 9 and hope that he's going to fire you to 17th in the Premier League, because it's not going to happen.
Not for the money they paid for him either.
20 million or something,
Yep, fleeced. And they signed Leslie Ugochukwu, who was at Southampton last season, and they finished rock bottom, so make of it what you will. 19th Leeds. They might put up a fight until about February, and then I'd expect them to just sink like a stone. I've put Sunderland 18th, but I think Sunderland and Leeds will move between themselves. It'll be tough to go to them 2 stadiums, but you'd still expect most sides to be able to beat them there.
Yeah.
I think Sunderland recruited well, mostly. A lot of unproven talent though as well, which doesn't really what you need. Like they need another Xhaka, if you get me. Like they need another one of them signings. 17th, I've got West Ham.
Really, that low?
I think the wheels are going to fall off. They are going to struggle, I think. Nowhere really in their squad screams talent. I know Hermansen's good, Lucas Paqueta, but Jared Bowen, obviously, but I don't know if Bowen puts up another good season. There'll be clubs sniffing around in January, and sure.
He's 28 and he's signed a new contract. He's never leaving, and he's married to Danny. And he's married to Danny Dyer's daughter. He's never leaving. The only
scary thing about leaving is Danny Dyer will kill him.
He'll get divorced.
Well. Yeah,
he'll get divorced.
16th, I've gone Brentford. I don't think people are expecting much anyway with the losses they've had. Like you're losing Vissa and you're replacing them with Keane Lewis Potter, which isn't exactly. I know they've got Iger or Thiago or that
Yeah,
fella,
he's a good player, to be fair.
and looks like they're getting Dango now as well. But I just don't. I don't think they're not going to hit as high as they got last season. But I think they'll comfortably stay in the Premier League, but they won't be any higher than 15th, 16th, I think. And then 15th, I've got Bournemouth as well for the reasons Paddy stated. I think the defense, you don't lose that quality of player and replace them with two unproven people. Like I think their right backs are Adam Smith and Max Aarons. Like
I
that
think
screams
Max
relegation
Aarons was
for
at
them.
Rangers now.
Is he? Has
Wasn't
he
he?
even left? So it's Adam Smith.
I might be wrong on that one.
I'm nearly sure Adam Smith was the right back when
No,
they came
yeah,
up.
Max Aarons has been loaned out to Rangers.
Yeah, he's
Oh well
got
then.
to Rangers.
Yeah. And who's their other right backs? Is it just Adam Smith?
It would be Adam Smith, yeah.
Yeah, like come on. Come on.
Okay. Paddy, do you want to change your top 6 prediction based on Fabrizio Romano's latest post?
What was it?
Breaking news from Fabrizio Romano: Man United are about to make their opening approach to Brighton for Baleba.
No.
Okay, cool. Right, my bottom 6. Same as everybody else. I've gone Leeds, Burnley, Sunderland. There's no point in going over too much. I agree with almost everything that you guys have said there. Brentford, I've gone. Then the only change to what you guys have said, I've got Everton. I think they're going to struggle this season.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I think they've signed very well.
Yeah, well,
I think we'll get to Everton later on because
I think
I don't know. I've really just to see that Leah dick have a meltdown. I'm gonna have Everton. What's that? 2019, 18, 17, 16th, and then Wolves. I've gone for 15th.
I will say though, even though we've all got like the 3 promoted teams in the bottom 3, they won't be as bad as last year's bottom 3. That might be the worst bottom 3 of all time.
I think it was probably the poorest Premier League season last season that we've had in a really long time.
I'm pretty sure everything was like settled in stone except for maybe like 1 or 2, like except for like 4th and 5th.
It was the last Champions League place. That was it.
Yeah, and maybe like a Europa League switch could swap, but everything was like done in like start of April.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was a really, really poor season last season. I think the quality of the Premier League was, albeit there was English teams in the finals of every European competition, wasn't there?
Yeah.
No, what was the Champions League final?
No,
PSG,
Inter PSG.
Inter PSG, yeah, okay. But the other 2, it was 3 out of 4 were English.
The ones that matter.
But to be fair, the winners did knock out like three English teams. Yeah.
And then Chelsea did go beat the European champions. So
it was a pre-season game, Chris. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get on to player of the season. So I think it's going to be difficult. It's always difficult to predict player of the season. I think none of us picked Salah last season, and he just was by about 1 billion miles. Who are we going with, gents?
Well, I've decided to not be silly, and I've gone with Salah.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to argue against it. If you've got Liverpool winning the league, then yeah, Salah.
Yeah, bet you like fucking vanilla ice cream as well, you bitch.
Yeah.
I like vanilla ice cream, look a lot.
Paddy, player of the season?
Well, if I think Arsenal are going to win the league, it's the same logic I had last season. It's going to be an Arsenal player. Now, this opinion depends massively on who takes penalties for Arsenal this season.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Declan Rice.
Yep.
He's not taking penalties. I think Gyökeres and Saka are both going to rotate penalties. I think because of that, neither of them are going to score the amount of goals that will get them player of the season. I think Odegaard could even take a couple. I think if they're going to win it, it's going to be Declan Rice, who's going to be the captain, who, whilst Odegaard is the captain, I think he's going to be the one who leads them there. So I think Declan Rice player of the season.
I mean,
and also he's English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally I do my predictions last as the host, but I've also gone for Declan Rice for the exact same reason. Chris?
I've gone Salah.
It's
the obvious pick.
It's really hard.
It is the obvious, yeah. It's the obvious pick.
It's going to be a Liverpool, probably attacker.
I mean, the fella got 18 assists with Darwin Núñez up top. What's he do if Isaac joins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the
Also-
thing is, it depends. Player of the season's always dependent on who wins the
Yeah.
league.
Yeah.
As in, if Liverpool win the league, it's going to be Salah. If Arsenal win the league, it's going to be Saka, Gyökeres, or Declan Rice. Then, if City win the league, it's going to be Haaland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I think if you took player of the season out of the title winning team, which is I've written down here,
Like independent,
I think Salah's going to win it because Liverpool win the league. If you took Liverpool out of it, I'm going to say Palmer wins it. And
I
that's
think
not
Palmer's
because
probably the best player in the
genuinely
league. Yeah.
think Palmer will probably be the player of the season. He just won't
Yeah.
get handed the award at the end of it.
Yeah, because he won't win the league.
Yeah.
probably young player of the season, though, right?
No, they changed the
I mean,
rules.
if he puts up silly numbers, he could probably win it. Like when
I don't think so.
Salah won it in 17-18 when Liverpool came fourth.
I still don't see it. I think it's going to be whoever wins the league will get it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to top scorer, and I think this is probably going to be a clean sweep.
Haaland.
No, maybe it's not.
Haaland.
Oh,
I went Salah.
I went Salah. So 2 Haaland, 2 Salah.
Yep.
Yeah, I
I
don't think
City are going to concede a lot of goals this year, but they're also going to score 1 million, and obviously Haaland's going to score the majority of them.
I think everybody looks at Haaland last season and thinks he was dog shit.
he still scored like 25
Yeah.
goals, right?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Season before, he scored 42.
Yeah.
Bro's going to score 30 goals. Salah is not going to be as instrumental to Liverpool's play this season. I just don't
share the goals out a lot more now. I think.
exactly.
I mean, I think there's probably an outside chance that if Isaac goes to Liverpool, he's in with a shout.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll take penalties.
No, maybe not, but he still will be the number 9.
Actually,
Even so.
I would like to change mine because I just remember that Salah's going to be missing like 6 games for AFCON.
There you go.
Yeah. And also, he's going to be missing penalties non-stop based on preseason.
So yeah, I think I'm going to switch to Haaland.
Okay, so I'm going to be the outlier with Salah. That's fine. Okay. Signing of the season. Which signing is going to have the biggest effect on their club?
Gyökeres.
Got.
I've gone with Jack Grealish.
Wow.
You're taking the piss, big
I'm
man.
not.
Roll.
You're
Jack-
taking the piss.
Jack Grealish is
He's
like
not going to be sober enough to play
Here,
football.
lads, here,
Jack
lads,
Grealish was like
one
prime
second.
time ahi tuna,
Wait,
big fish, small pond.
Scott,
Bosh.
Scott, pause. Here's your clip. Say it.
Jack Grealish signing of the season.
Why?
As I said, he's like an ahi tuna. Unbelievable in the right context. He can have a sushi.
What kind of metaphor is
Unbelievable.
that?
Big fish, small pond, bosh.
Mate, if you ever find a tuna in a pond, you're on a boat in the wrong place.
No, but that's what I mean. If you find a big tuna in a small pond, you're like, wow, that's unbelievable.
Jack Grealish right now is that cheap tuna you find in Tesco.
Jack
John
Grealish
West.
won't even outperform Milliman in diet.
Or was it Beto?
Oh, okay.
And Barry.
Yeah.
You know what? Jack Grealish may as well be like taking a fucking Barry. He's so shit.
Yeah.
I just think
Chris?
he's going into a team that I think he's going to cook.
Yeah, but he's going to be cooking tuna.
Oh, and that fucking stinks.
Yeah. Chris, signing of the season, mate.
I've gone boring. I've gone Verts, but I've also gone João Pedro. I think João Pedro's going to staple down. He's going to be undroppable from that Chelsea team.
If he can get his
As if.
yeah, if he can get his temperament under control, then he's in with a chance. But
He'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I've gone Zubimendi. I think he's going to have the biggest effect on the way that a team plays, and I've gone Arsenal to win the league. So I think Zubimendi. I think he's going to enable Rice to go on and do what he needs to do to win Player of the Season. Okay, flop of the season. This is going to be an interesting one.
Who's going first?
Sesko.
Yeah. Sesko,
Sesko.
really? Do you think so?
Yep. I've
Why?
3 written down here, and my top 2 are Sesko and Gyökeres.
You said Gyökeres.
Or
Yeah, because he's
whatever.
geek.
Yeah, Gick.
Big Swede fella from Arsenal.
Gyökeres.
So my theory with Sesko is he's going to be Hoyland 2.0. But this is the thing. You don't go into United as a 22-year-old. And like we've seen Hoyland go in. He's a young lad. And he was given, here, lead this line for us. Sesko's given the exact same. People just haven't realised it yet. It's like, oh, here. You're going to be
I think
saviour
people
now.
have realised
You're the
that.
main man.
You're the main man here of Manchester United trying to get back into the top 4 or top 6, whatever they're trying to do. Like, this is the same thing they done with Hoyland. And look how that's gone. He's going to
I
AC
think
Milan. Strikers
I
go
think
to
the
Italy.
thing is with Sesko is you have to consider there's the other two signings who have also been signed for big fees
Yeah.
who might take the bit of the brunt away from him.
But when Hoyland was signed,
But
yeah,
also
he's going in with Bruno,
expectations.
he's going in with Rashford, he's
No,
going
but
in with
expectations
Garnacho.
are so much lower now.
I know they're lower now, but still, there's a lot of expectation for Sesko to come in and perform at the same time. Like he's going
I
to
don't
lead the
think
line to United.
anybody
Yeah.
expects him to score more than 15 goals next season.
No. I did a poll on
Personally,
and
I don't think
that was the range. 10 to 15 was the range that everybody chose.
Genuinely, that's what I think he'll score.
And I think that'll be a good season for him.
I think it'd be a good first season, yeah.
Yeah. Paddy, who have you gone with?
Oh, where do I start? I did actually have Sesko in one of the players who could be seen as it because of the fee and the expectations. But I think the expectations are probably from other fans expecting them to flop. Okay, so can I just name the players and then I'll give you one?
Sure.
Yeah.
So Sesko is one of them. Anthony Elanga, I think, is a big fee for a player who I don't even know starts guaranteed for Newcastle. Noni Madueke for Arsenal, big fee for a player who isn't great. Jamie Gittins,
Yeah, Jamie Gittins'
big money for a player who they're already signing a replacement for with Garnacho.
And Xavi Simons.
Yeah, exactly. But so those are the ones who are slightly there, but the top two I have two people here are going to disagree with. One of them is based on the fact that they're already signing a replacement for him, Hugo Ekitike. I think it's big money. He's never played on the left wing. He's played like 2 or 3 games in his career. People keep on saying, if we sign Isak, you know what, he'll play on the left wing. He's not a left winger. He's a great technical player. He's got a great all-round game. He's a striker.
Yeah.
If they sign Isak, he's a bench player. Let's be honest. They'll probably try and push him out to the left, but that's probably where Wirtz is going to play. So I think if they sign Isak, it's a lot of money for a player who's not going to play a lot. Scott, I already know you're pissed off at that statement.
I just don't think it's correct.
That's fair enough. That's just my opinion on it. I think the money that they spent, he should be the starting striker. If they sign Isak, then it's an issue. And my other option is João Pedro.
Yeah.
My opinion on him is he's not a striker. He scores penalties. He's a second striker. Chelsea are expecting him to be the main man, play good in the Club World Cup, scored some magnificent goals. He's not a striker.
But I'll argue this.
Fair enough.
You said he's not an out-and-out striker. I don't think we're expecting him to play as an out-and-out striker. I think
a lot of your fans are.
Yeah, I think they are.
Our fans are idiots, though.
Yeah, I know, but as in, where will he play?
I think it'll be different horses for different courses. If we need a flat number 9 who we're going to put balls on and into the box for, it's going to be Delap.
Yeah.
If we're going to play against in other games, then we're going to need someone who can be a bit more technical, move the ball about a bit more. You're probably going to see Pedro and Palmer kind of as 2 10s, and then Neto and Gittins or Garnacho or Xavi Simons or whichever one of the 4 million players we have kind of cutting in, running in behind.
Will we clip that, please?
I personally don't think Pedro's going to score more than 10 goals in the league next season.
Yeah.
It's been,
I think if you look at him, the majority of his goals over the last few seasons have been penalties. He's not taken them over Palmer.
No.
Matter of fact, he'll score 6 goals next season in the league.
No, I think personally, he scores a minimum of 15 goals. And if you don't believe me, search João Pedro 15.
Somebody had to say it. No,
That's a clip.
There you go.
Chris, do you think that you're going to use Delap and João Pedro interchangeably then, depending on who you're playing?
There's absolutely no way they play together.
No.
Well, there could be. You could play Pedro off the left if you needed to.
Well,
Yeah,
but
but
which one of your 27 left wingers are you then going to put on the bench?
I've already made that joke.
It's not a joke. It's accurate. It's accurate.
But you sign
Yeah, but-
Gittins, you have
but
Pedro,
If Gittins comes in and doesn't perform, right?
which you won't.
Well, I'm expecting that too. Pedro just moves out to left wing. We haven't got Garnacho yet. It's probably going to happen.
It's gonna happen, yeah.
Yeah.
He can also play. Like him and Gittins, they're similar enough players. I'd say Garnacho's a bit more direct, probably.
Yeah.
We've got Neto, Estevao on the right. They look promising. Javi Simmons looks like he might be coming in, depending if we can get a decent enough deal for Nkunku. Look, there's definitely an overload of players, but you can work it out. If we needed to play Delap and Pedro at the same time, we could, but I don't think there would be a need for it, especially with the amount of games we're going to have to play this season. And like, it's not like the Conference League where we can just send out whoever we
The
find.
second string, yeah.
Like, we're going to have to send out decent teams in the Champions League to do well in that. Jamie Carragher.
Okay, Scott, flop.
So the fellow I went for now, I don't think anyone's mentioned me. I think it's going to be Ryan Cherky. I just think he's the most anti-Pep player of all time, and he has signed Jack Grealish before.
Yeah,
I do not see what everyone else sees in Cherky. He just doesn't scream Pep Guardiola. He doesn't scream Manchester City. I don't think he's not very quick. I just don't understand the signing.
I think he's not the flop of the season because of the fee.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's also a Pep. I don't think he was signed for Pep.
I still think even with the fees, like I don't think he's going to have any impact at all in Manchester City. I think after 4 months, I think he'll be an off the bench job.
I think he'll start as an off the bench job. I think that's the thing. He'll be a bench player.
Yeah, then I think he'll keep being that.
Yeah, but I think that's what they signed him for.
No, I feel like they
21?
signed him to start.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, they were starting him as centre midfielder in the Club World Cup.
He's not a CM though. He's a right winger.
Yeah, no, but he's trying to do the Jack Grealish job
as
of
an
just,
8. Yeah.
He's not starting over Bernardo Silva.
No. I think the only place he plays them is as a right winger, and I think the thing is that's where Foden's going to play.
Yeah.
I just don't. For me, like, there's so many worse signings than him.
Yeah, it's one that I really don't understand. I don't get it. I don't think he fits the club. I don't think he fits the system. I don't think he fits the manager. I think there are many other places he could have gone this summer where he would have been the star of the show.
I don't think Cherky was signed for Pep. I think Cherky was signed for after.
I don't think the club are making signing. I don't think the club are making signings for after Pep at the moment.
But I think Pep's last season could be this season or next season. I
It probably will be, yeah.
Like, Cherky is someone you build a squad around. He's that showcase player that everyone wants to see.
I think Cherky sort of reminds me of Xerxes in a way, where he's a good player, but he's not the kind of player that an elite squad built around.
He's not enough of one thing.
He reminds me of Hatem Ben Arfa in a way.
I was going to say, he kind of reminds me of like a more central St. Maximum, but Ben Arfa would be the player that would be.
Yeah.
But like, if you think like somebody like him or Dimitri Payet, that's the kind of player I see him as. Incredibly technical. As Scott says, he's like tuna in a fucking pond.
What do they call them? Streets won't forget footballers.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a luxury footballer.
No, I think we will forget him very quickly.
No, maybe. Scott, I'm going to upset you now because I think my flop of the season's a Liverpool player as well. It's going to be Wirtz.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I think so.
I think there's just too much quality in that player for him to flop.
No, see, I genuinely believe we're going to have another Kai Havertz issue on our hands.
No, Kai Havertz was never on the level as Florian Wirtz.
No.
No, he
Wirtz
was.
is twice the player.
No, Kai Havertz was never on the level of Florian Wirtz.
Oh,
He was
man.
in Germany, let's be
He
honest,
was
but he didn't
the
transition.
big thing from German football. He
He
was.
did. I think Kai Havertz was one of the. He was considered one of the top prospects in world.
Generational,
Yeah, absolutely.
Tipped for the
And
Ballon d'Or, like.
yeah, and all the same noises are being made of Florian Wirtz. I genuinely believe he's going to get into this Liverpool side and find that his style of football doesn't translate to the Premier League.
I just can't wait for like 9 months' time where you get clipped for being
Florian
That's
Wirtz.
okay.
Florian
No,
Wirtz
but
holding the
that's
Player of the
okay.
Year trophy.
No,
genuinely, I could see Florian Wirtz
Yeah.
holding the Player of the Year trophy.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. He's that good.
Should we come back to this at the end of the season?
LA, this can be the bet.
Yeah, fine. Look, but how do you quantify it?
Yeah,
You
fucking
declare
20
it.
goals, 20 goals and assists.
20.
I think combined, he's getting at least 20 goals and assists this season.
Is that where we're putting the line then?
If that's a fucking big line,
Yeah. I'll take it. 20 goals and assists.
I'm happy giving
In
that,
the
yeah.
league. In the league or all competitions.
League.
20 combined goals and assists all season. Yeah, I'll take it.
It's fine. I'm giving you a fucking big line.
That's
you know what?
absolutely
This
fine.
takes you back to your 20s.
I'm twice that now.
That's a joke that shouldn't be on a podcast.
Yeah. But it's here now. It's here now.
Yeah.
Okay.
happened.
Surprise package.
I'm not saying another dodgy joke after that.
Every year we have the conversation around why we keep inviting Paddy onto our season prediction podcast, and
I own the fucking website. That's why.
Every year,
I made the BBC.
Every year we forget and get him back. Every year.
Yeah, because we do one
Couldn't
podcast
left
a
him in
year.
Liverpool, lad.
Right. Chris, surprise package.
I've got.
Are we talking individual or club?
I've gone both.
Okay.
You
Well,
can do both if you like. I've only got club.
I've got Everton comfortably inside the top 10. I think they've made a good few signings. Dewsbury Hall, Barry, Grealish. The atmosphere around the club seems quite good from what you can see on Twitter and stuff. Like, people are optimistic. New stadium. Here's a big shiny thing. Do well in that big shiny thing, please. And then for player, I've gone John Arias. He signed for Wolves. Was watching him in the Club World Cup. He looks the business. He's strong.
I think he's one of those players where it's like, don't sign a player on a.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Don't sign a player off a good World Cup. Don't sign a good player off a good Club World Cup.
Yeah.
And also, it's Wolves.
Yeah, I know it's Wolves. He looks like he's suited to the Prem though. Like, he's big, he's strong, he's quick. He's not too bad at his feet. Fluminense fans love him. Or probably Fluminense. It was Fluminense. And I think him working off Strand Larson could be a little dream team there.
Go.
I'm not quite sure you're going to enjoy the logic here based on previous predictions, but I have, even though I put them in the relegation zone, I have Sunderland because I think there is a chance that they could survive. So I have Sunderland because I think there is a decent chance that they could surprise a few and actually survive. And then I don't have a player, I have a manager. I think also the same logic. I think even though I have Brentford down there, I think Keith Andrews could be a surprise. I have Brentford down there because we don't know much about him. But maybe Brentford know a lot about him, and then maybe he just comes out and absolutely cooks, and Brentford look the exact same as they did under Thomas Frank.
I think the thing is with Brentford, it doesn't really matter the coach because everything is done upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Paddy?
So I agree with Chris when it comes to the club. I think Everton are going to do very well. Actually, I'm going to change it. Brighton. Brighton could sneak into the top 6. I think.
Is that a surprise?
Yeah.
Into the top 6, yeah. I think that would be a surprise.
I think it's top. I think it's a surprise if they do that, especially after selling Pedro. I think they just have a lot of quality and depth. I just think, yeah, good manager as well. I think they've got a chance. But yeah, I think them and Everton could very easily do very well next season. But as Chris said, Everton fans are very positive for this season. Same with Brighton fans. Everything I've seen online, I saw a thing on the Athletic the other day where like 91% or 95% of Brighton fans are predicting a positive season. I think as United fans, LAU and myself, we're both predicting a good season for United.
Yeah.
Basically, everybody here is predicting top six. I think that's a surprise package considering how shit they were last season. But considering what we spent, again, maybe not. The two players who I think could be a surprise package of the season would be Kieran Dewsbury Hall. I think after a shit season at Chelsea, where he's basically in, I know Chris, you're looking at me like, what the fuck? Didn't have a shit season. He basically played in the Conference League. Come on.
Anytime he played, it was brilliant.
Exactly, but he didn't get opportunities in the league. And I think
decent in the league. He was fine. Look, he
didn't get many opportunities. He's a 10 and he was playing in Palmer's best position. So Everton, he's going to be playing as a 10. I think he's going to be very good there. Could easily get 10 goals. Easily. Another one is Michael Coyote of Brentford. When they signed him in January on loan, I didn't know how they got him for so cheap. They signed him for 18 million euros this summer after making the loan permanent. When I watched him last season, he was one of the best right backs in the league. He's got a phenomenal long throw. He's just so good. He's all action. A couple of seasons ago, I was surprised that more clubs weren't in for him when he was like very young, playing for Fiorentina. Quality player. I think he's going to rack up assists next year. I think he's just a massive threat, and I think he's a really good player.
Yeah. I don't really know too much about the fella, but I've got Everton in my bottom six, so I don't know if I agree with the surprise package. But I've only got a club for my surprise package, and I've gone Palace. And the reason I've gone Palace, right, is because the last 10 years they've been either 10th, 11th, or 12th. And I think this whole European nonsense is going to really light a fire under that club.
Having European football will ruin them.
Yeah.
And losing Eze as well.
But they haven't lost him yet. They've kept
I don't think they'll lose Eze. I don't think they'll lose Guehi. I think they'll play because of the fact they want to play in it for the England squad. I think they'll go next. I think they'll go next summer. I just don't see them finishing above 12th.
I think they are going to lose Guehi.
I don't think so.
Because after the County Shield, your man Paris said that the only option is he either signs a new deal or he leaves.
But I think a new deal would be with an option to leave. I think it'll be a release clause.
With a release clause,
yeah.
Maybe.
Also,
which is what Newcastle are trying to do with Isaac, right?
Yeah.
They're trying to offer him a new deal with a way out.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Palace never step in the way of their players leaving.
Yeah.
No.
Never.
But I think they're probably going to finish around 8th. I think they'll have a better season. And I think it's because, like I said, I think they're going to have a fire lit under them because of the sense of wrongdoing from UEFA.
I think they finished 12th.
Yeah.
Do you think that low?
Yeah. I don't think that's low. I think that's what they'll finish.
I mean, they could win the Conference League, to be fair.
Before we move on, I think they'll probably be favourites for the Conference League.
Yeah, they should. They should will.
Before we move on to our last one, I want to have a chat about Newcastle because nobody here has mentioned them. They've had a horror transfer window. They're going to be in the Champions League next season. What's going on there? What do we think?
I think they finished top 8 easily. They've got one of the best squads in the league.
Even without a striker?
Gordon will play there. I think, as well as that, they're still trying to reintegrate him after the window. And Isak's saying he's not playing, but he will if he's still there after the window.
He has to.
Yeah.
What do you make of this Malik Thor from AC Milan?
I don't think he'll start for them.
No,
probably not.
No.
They've got. I think it's a long term. They've got a.
Botman.
Yeah. But like Bob, I think the only reason he'll start is injuries. Like, let's be honest, like Schär and Botman are two of the best centre backs in the league.
He's pretty much a Lascelles replacement. Lascelles is just going to go back and he's basically going to be the centre back version of Scott Carson.
I'm being honest. I think it's just a long-term replacement for Shar, because Shar's getting
Yeah.
older.
Yeah.
Like Shar's
Yeah.
what, like 33, 34?
So it's
I
Dan
think
Burn.
it's, yeah, and like Dan Burns playing left back a lot of the time, but then Lewis Hall's going to play there.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's a smart signing long term, but I don't think he's going to be straight in the team. Like, Shar's going to be 34 in December. It's a replacement for him long term. Smart, good signing, but he won't be coming into the side straight away. The only way he'll start is injuries.
Okay.
But just continuing on with Newcastle.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. They've got the best midfield in the league.
Yeah.
Like that midfield tree.
It's just like, it's like perfectly balanced.
There's no better midfield tree than Joe Linton, Joe Elton, Sandro Tonali, and then obviously Bruno Guimaraes. There's no better midfield tree than that in the league. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult to argue with it. But
Like, and then obviously they've like as in again last season I put them top 4. I think Champions League football is going to be big ask for them. Isak, obviously, and then Wilson leaving. They need a striker desperately, and they've been trying to get one. And I think
they'll
they'll
end
sign
up
one.
with Wissa.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Wissa scored fucking 15, 20 goals. He'll be a great replacement. And also, he's not injury prone like Isaac.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I felt like we needed a touch on Newcastle because they've been in the news so much this summer for all the wrong reasons. And
It's the only reason that they're not in my top 6 is because of Isak.
yeah,
Like, genuinely, if Isak was still there, they'd be 5th. They'd be ahead of United.
yeah, I think they've got a much better squad than United by
Absolutely.
distance.
Yeah, absolutely. And they proved it last season.
Yeah.
They player for player, they're a better team than Man United.
Okay, let's get into the crazy bit. We'll do our unhinged predictions. Who wants to go first?
I already said mine. With it, João Pedro.
That's your unhinged prediction?
Yep.
Is it?
Less than 10 goals, 6 goals.
6 goals.
Yeah. João Pedro gets 6 goals and fucking 14 assists. I'm happy.
He's not getting 14 assists.
14 assists.
Where are these?
He's got 14 assists in like his whole career.
Not if you've got Garnacho on the left wing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Four
bro's
people got
skyrocketing it. Jamie Gittins and Garnacho on the left-hand side of him. You know what's happening?
Shivery
That's going to
timbers.
Rosie.
It's dribble to the line and cut back, really, isn't it?
Okay,
Yeah.
Scott.
Well, my unhinged prediction is that one of Mbeumo or Cunha are just going to stink it up.
That
I
is
think-
unhinged.
I think it's like they're the smartest 2 signings that United made in like the last like 6-7 years. So naturally, I think one of them is just going to stink it up. Just because nice things can't happen at Manchester United these days.
I'm being honest with you, Scott. I think neither of them are going to score as many goals as last season. Mbeumo's not on penalties, for one.
Yeah.
Cunha's not on penalties. I know he took none last season, but he was on them at Wolves.
They're not the main man, are you?
Yeah, I think the thing is they'll score 10 goals each and probably get like 7 or 8 assists. And that's a good season for them. If both of them get 15 goals and assists, that's a good season. That's what I expect from both of them. But yeah, they're gonna underperform compared to last season. Both of them massively overperformed their XG and XA last season as well.
Yeah,
But they were also the main focus at their club.
Exactly.
Through them, there was
Yeah.
no attack wasn't built around them.
That's the talisman effect. Yeah,
Ahmad, Sesko, long ball up to Sesko, whatever.
yeah.
Like,
It's a talisman effect. Every player who's the talisman of the club always performs better. Look at Cole Palmer at Chelsea.
Grealish.
That's what's said. Big fish, small pond.
Beto.
Okay, Chris.
I've got 2. Everton win one of the cups, the domestic cups.
That is unhinged. Fucking
And
hell.
I'd nearly actually say the FA Cup because that's
Fucking
just
hell.
one leg the whole way through, whereas the Carabao Cup goes into 2 legs at semi-finals. And I know I've predicted United top 6, but if the wheels fall off around Christmas time, Ruben Amorim doesn't get sacked, he walks.
I don't think that's unhinged.
Well, after the summer that just had him backing him hugely.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he walks after being backed.
I don't know. I just think
Thomas walked last season.
He did.
And
yeah.
then I also
Yeah,
I
that
could
was
see him
before we
being.
got players through the door.
I'm being honest. I could see him being sacked by November if we don't start well.
This Amarin thing, it also kind of coincides with Bruno Fernandes throws his toys out of his pram and he's gone to Saudi next year.
Oh, I think
He
he's going
won't.
anyway.
He's going anyway, but it's not trying to throw
Yeah,
his
but
toys
it's
at the
going
pram.
to be ugly. It's not going to be, oh, thanks for everything, Bruno. This is going to get septic, I
Oh,
think.
it's absolutely not going to get septic at all.
No, it's unhinged, Paddy, isn't it?
Yeah, fair. That's the whole point. Yeah,
I think there might be a bit more toxicity on Bruno just because he's going to be playing. He's likely going to be playing deeper, and he probably won't be as involved in goals and assists. And people will just look at the numbers and be like, "His legs are falling off."
I think just United fans are idiots.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
mostly a fan thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, finishing off, I'm going to go with 2 Big Six managers get sacked.
Call them.
Yeah, which ones?
I don't know. I think
That's not unhinged. Come on, be unhinged. Say Arne Slot getting sacked.
Arnold Slot and Pep Guardiola.
That's never ever going to happen. I think if
those two aren't happening, then which of the other 4?
So
Yeah.
if Spurs struggle, I can see Frank going. If United struggle, I can see Amarim going. Maybe Arteta doesn't win the league, he goes.
I think Arteta walks before he gets sacked.
No, he gets sacked before he walks.
No, I think
sacked.
Arteta will get sacked, but the club will let it be announced as, "Oh, Arteta's leaving,"
No,
and he's going to do a
think
whole
if they-
thing. I've took the club as far as I could.
He's not going to leave
no.
his dog and
I think-
No.
2 of
I think
those
if he doesn't-
3.
I think Arteta, if Arteta doesn't win something next season, he's sacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to be. That's their expectations now. They have to.
Yeah. Well, they've backed him so much. They spent over $1 billion.
Yeah.
But they're still left lacking. Like, they don't have a left winger. Like, you can say Madueke.
Are you insane?
A left winger?
They just
Yeah.
signed one.
They said Madueke.
He's a right winger, and he's also not what they
He was
need to go challenge that
left
fight.
he was left wing at PSV.
Yeah, he hasn't played for PSV in 3 years.
2?
3.
2?
Last year before.
2?
Could be 2.
Yeah. Yeah. But to be fair, like, isn't
Yeah, but no,
I-
I don't think he's an out left winger, and he's
Well,
not.
let's be honest, they didn't sign him to play right wing considering Ethan Anwary and Saka there.
But who do they have for left wing? Martinelli has fallen
And
off.
him. And him.
Max
Madueke's
Down.
going to be a left wing. And
I think-
Dowman's going to be playing more as a CAM, isn't he?
But Madueke's not going to propel them to the league.
No,
I don't
God,
think-
no.
He's not.
No, nobody thinks that.
He's not even too much of an upgrade, Martinelli.
No, he's not. I wouldn't even say he is.
No, and unless they're going to use their left winger or something different with Lewis Skelly overlapping, I don't know. But
I didn't even think Lewis Skelly starts next season.
No.
Who starts the left back then?
Calafiori,
Calafiori.
Calafiori, yeah.
Well, they
I
would
don't
have done
know.
that last season. No,
Yeah, they would have until he got injured. And
I
then
think
as
the
well,
whole-
like, as in Timber as well played there quite a bit.
I think the whole centre back and full back gimmick is just dead.
I'm being honest, like, if you look at
The worst thing ever happened to football.
No, but if you look at Arsenal, the only 2 players in that back line who are nailed on are Gabriel and
Saliba.
obviously,
Yeah.
the fullbacks, like as in Timber and White right back, interchangeable, and then Lewis Skelly and Calafiori left back,
Yeah.
interchangeable. Then they have Kivior as well, who
Yeah.
can play left back and centre back.
Zinchenko at left back.
He's still at
Zinchenko's
this-
gone.
No,
He
he's
said
gone.
he's leaving for. He said he's leaving for free, like,
Yeah.
because he was like Israel.
I think Odegaard
Yeah,
needs to
Bit
show
of
up
a
this season.
Zionist.
If
Yeah.
Arsenal are going to do it, Odegaard needs to actually
Mhm.
show up because he's been
No show.
He's
Odegaard.
not gonna show up. He's gonna go to Saudi next year.
awful last season.
Right, gents, it's 7 minutes past midnight, which means Premier League football is back today.
Whoa! We need our bets, bitch.
We've already done one.
Yeah, so we need it. And this is the end segment.
Okay. We've done our bet, you and me, Chris and Scott. I think there needs to be something on the line, boys.
Pedro outscores Ekatika.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Solely Premier League. João Pedro
Solely,
outscores Hugo
solely
Ekitike.
Premier League, solely goals.
Yeah, well, that's outscoring, yeah.
Just double checking, you
Okay.
know.
Here, lads, I've got a good bet for us.
Okay.
LA.
Yeah.
Whichever one of us loses, the other one has to buy. Whoever loses has to buy Dylan a microphone.
No. Don't.
Chris and Scott, whichever one of you loses, has to buy him a fucking webcam.
Yes.
And the money comes out of the attacking football coffers. Okay.
If we all somehow manage to lose, then we buy him a new laptop because that Chromebook is just a fucking paperweight.
No. If we all lose, we put him down and send him to the fucking.
If we all lose, this podcast is gone in the bin.
Yeah.
Wait,
All I'm saying is,
what was your
this
guys' bet
podcast
again?
hasn't gone in the bin. Florian Wirtz, I said 20
goals and assists.
I mean, you both can't lose then. I mean, me and Chris can both lose if Ekitike and João Pedro both end on the same end of goals.
No. I said over like 20. Just saying 20 is inclusive. 20 or more.
Yeah.
Because like 20 is a big number.
Yeah, but that's what I mean though. There's no room for you to draw. Or
Yeah,
me and
Scott,
Kish can draw.
But Scott, I said Pedro outscores Ekitike.
Oh,
so level, you win.
Oh, so
yeah, it's a draw. There you go.
No, if it's a draw, Scott wins.
Either way, Scott, you're getting a new camera and a new microphone, mate. Well done.
Not Scott.
That's
fucking
No,
Dylan.
not Scott. Dylan, sorry.
Yeah. Fucking bro needs it.
Yeah,
Works
I
its
agree.
way.
Right, is that it, boys?
I think that is it. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment.